We gotta address the one thing I did notice, and the one thing everyone started to notice with that article I shared with you is, is that Sam doesn't have hands. Okay, we gotta address this. We have
Oh
to
shit! Hey,
address
I
this.
forgot that. Yeah, yeah,
We got
yeah.
we gotta address this because Captain America cannot be taking L's on the regular like this. Okay,
Right.
I
Uh-huh.
understand he doesn't have superpowers. I understand he doesn't have quite the training like the other Avengers have. Sure, cool, that's good enough. The thing is that you have to showcase something, right? You have to showcase a moment, and they did with him rescuing the one van from falling over, tipping over. But how many of us wanted him to actually get at John Walker in the finale? Let's be real. How many of us wanted Sam to put him in check? You know what I'm
Tighten them
saying?
up real quick. Yeah.
Right. How many of us thought that he was gonna you know what I'm saying, eventually take off the belt and teach Carly some manners about how to treat your seniors. You know what I mean? How to treat your how to
Hey,
behave in front of adults.
and you know what? That's a good point, bro. Because in the opening scene or the opening kind of 20 minutes of Winter Soldier, bro. You know what I mean? They let Steve take the helmet off and square up with GSP, man.
They did. And he
Yeah,
and he and he got him clean.
they let him square up with GSP, bro, on some kung fu shit. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? So that's a good point. That is a good point. Every punch or kick that he threw in the series was like enhanced with the wings and the sound effect. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. He needs a good one-on-one. He needs a good one-on-one moment of beating someone, a villain, not goons, not henchmen, a villain, a legitimate villain. He doesn't even have to outpower them. He can outwit them. You know, he just needs to get the W without an assist. He can outwit them. He can outthink them. He can emotionally manipulate them. He has to get the win over somebody that's pretty much viable. Otherwise, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this was a little bit of problem in the comics. Like, okay, Sam is Cap, but he's not really doing much of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we saw Ben Affleck as Batman in the Snyder cut, whatever. He didn't really do much of anything, but he was leading and taking charge and trying to piece a whole plan together. And he had gadgets and tech to kind of get some W's in that way. Sam needs something. He needs a kick ass. He needs a cool moment. When you see Chris Evans freaking use his biceps to pull in a helicopter from flying off the pad, like, and it doesn't have to be in that extreme length, but it's a cool moment. We need a cool moment of Sam kicking some ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, the rescue shit is cool and it's functional with his wings and flying, but come on, man. Do you count that as a W against GSP, against
no,
Batroc in the finale?
no,
Let's be real. He was
nope.
struggling for like, and I know he's new with the shield, but five
We
5 6 minutes he was struggling. He couldn't take him down.
right, right. So he gonna have to square up with somebody at some point in time to get that W back, right?
Right, right. Because I'm gonna be real, man. I'm gonna be real. Cause he lost against Ant Man. Okay, he
Ah,
lost against Ant Man, and that was a
man.
fun little. It was a fun interaction, but back then we didn't really know that was gonna. He lost against Ant Man. I would say he tied with Crossbones before he transformed. You know, Bucky put his hands on him in Winter Soldier. He lost his wings. That was that. Civil War, they weren't really fighting to kill, so that was mostly they were trying to detain each other, the Avengers.
Yeah,
But
that was they was playing. It was all fun and games until Vision shot out that fucking beam.
yeah, then it got real. that shit got
Yeah,
they got
bro.
quiet. Yeah, yeah. So, and I mean, come on, man. We got the Black Widow movie coming out. Black Widow doesn't have maybe they'll show that she has enhancements. I don't know, man. But
Nah,
if
but she
she
gonna
don't
be
have
giving,
enhancements, huh?
but she gonna be giving hands and feet, bro, off
Right,
the top, off the
right.
top.
Right, she's gonna be, dude. She's gonna be. They're gonna be catching phase from Black Widow. regardless who they like. Taskmaster is gonna get the work. Taskmaster is gonna get the work from Black Widow, dog. Come
Yeah,
on.
bro.
She was going against Chitari. She took the shield and was fighting against Ultron, man.
Yeah, dog.
She took
Yeah.
come on, dog. Let's be serious.
Listen.
He took the shield and went against Ultron.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you right, bro. That's a good point, man. She was doing hurricane runners. You know? Oh shit. She was doing hurricane runners and all of that shit, bro. Like for
All of
real.
that.
Off the
And she stopped
Nah,
Black Panther with the little widow's bite. Come on, man. Like she got all these feats as a human being. So I don't want to hear
yeah.
any excuses for Sam as a human being who can't. I know she's got training. Fuck it, man. It's a movie. You know, it's a movie, man. Have him go back to boot camp for training, man. He could train with Shang-Chi for a sequence or whatever, and then he can level up, man. Sam needs some feats. Widow got a ton of feats, and she's a human just like him. And Sam got more tech than her. Give Sam some W's, dog. Come on now.
Nah, that's a fact, man. I think we'll get some progression, man. I think they're gonna bring his hands up a little bit, man. They gotta bring his hands up. And
Go ahead. No, hold on. Come on.
it,
All right,
it,
you good.
it like it just made me think about this, man. So Michael B. Jordan stars in a movie on Amazon Prime. They announced that he's gonna be directing Creed 3. The
Mm-hmm.
Rocky Balboa property is owned by MGM. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. Damn. Well, here's the thing though with that. I think they still have a licensing deal with Warner Media. So I think because MGM was no, they were in some hot shit. So they
Yeah,
sold. They
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
outright sell their properties, but they licensed some of them out. So like the Rocky series may not be touched by Amazon for a while, but still, it's still that connection there. Like you know what I'm saying? It's still a good work relationship.
They under the wing, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be under somebody's wing now, man. If you can't stand on your own, you gotta either stand with somebody or stand up under somebody, man. Get down or lay down. You know?
No, no, you're right. Robert Pattinson. He just signed a deal with Warner Media, man. He did. He signed a deal with Warner Media, bro. So you know what that tells me? That director is gonna have to deal with whatever shit he's dealing with and get down and lay down because it looks like
Man,
they're picking the actor over the director.
yeah, and truth be told, bro, I mean, like, do you have your hopes up for the Batman? Like, is there really anything? I mean, they've been pretty quiet on it, and I don't expect to, because that's coming out next year. So I don't expect to see any real trailers for it. I'll say Super Bowl 2022 is when we really start to see hype for the Batman. Maybe Christmas time you'll get a trailer, but
Yeah.
before then, I think it's gonna be all quiet. Um, do you think that it'll be rated R?
Nah, dude. There's no way. PG-13 Batman. They ain't gonna do a rated R Batman. They'll do it for Joker. They may do some side projects, Penguin, Poison Ivy, whatever. But
Oh
ain't
yeah,
no way the Cape and Cowl is going underneath a rated R rating for a theatrical release. Hell no.
not
Too many toys and merch to just disband that shit. Mm-mm.
yeah, not this decade, bro. Not this
Nope.
decade. Now, now that you mentioned the Joker,
Uh oh. Why so
Joker,
serious?
Joker 2 I
Mm.
read this today. Joker 2 has been confirmed to be written by the director of the first one, Todd Phillips.
Okay, Todd Phillips is back.
Now, we're going to get into this later on, but because, again, this is as of today, so things could change. But just real quick here, bruh. Do you have any expectations for Joker 2?
Oh, expectations for Joker 2. See, like we mentioned before in the previous episodes, how it's hard for certain films to have lightning strike twice. And
Yep.
Joker is, you know, potentially one of those films with the way they ended it, the way they composed it. It was meant to be a one-off, but let's just face it. We knew there was going to be a sequel. It made $1 billion in the box office. It's the most profitable movie of all time, and it won multiple awards. So we knew there was going to be a sequel. There's no way they would just cut off that money well. You know what I'm saying? It's just no way. Especially, come on, Warner Media, they need that shit. They need
Oh,
that shit.
man.
There's no chance in hell in the position that they're in. They're just gonna say, nah, for creative purposes, it's we did the best. That's we don't want to milk it. Nah, they're gonna milk it. And if the second one does just as good as the first, they'll do a third one too.
And
Um, oh, go ahead.
oh nah, bro, you got it, bro. You got it, dog.
Shit. Expectations. I expect more Joker for sure in this one, but I don't expect it to be as good as the first one. I don't know what creative outlet they're going to take to make this different and to make this stand out because some of the charm of the Joker is that he's mysterious, and when you really go into full depth with him, it kind of takes away that charm and appeal. I think it might be too much of a good thing with the second one. They might. I'm not saying it's going to be a flop. I'm not saying it's not going to be a well received film, but I think it's going to be hard to match that magic of the first one, and we might get an average to decent, great film. That's my expectations.
That's all we need right there. To be continued.